Hello everybody and welcome back to Herbies Garage. Today we're on the 1996 Yamaha Wolverine 4x4 350cc, and this is going to be my last video. I have one more that I'm going to do after this, I should say, and it's going to be a riding video, but this is my last indoor video that I'm probably going to do unless I have upcoming repairs or something like that. I'm done with the restoration. I've got everything done. Everything's working good. Everything's looking good. So there's a lot of stuff that I've done. Well, some stuff that I've done off camera. So what I thought I'd do today is I'd kind of recap on some of the things that I've done, show them to you, and then I'll mention the things that I have done that I didn't show on camera. So we'll just go ahead and get started. One of the first and most obvious things that we'll talk about is the tires. I took the rims off and the tires off of the rims, and I cleaned the rims up and I spray painted all of them, and I put new hubcaps, well, used hubcaps on it because it did not have the hubcaps. And I bought taller tires for this because I thought, well, these tires would look better on it and probably give it a little more ground clearance. And they do. They really look good. As you can see, I've got all four hubcaps. I painted this rear rack. I put a new differential in it with both the wheel bearing on that side and the wheel bearing on this side. And I put a new master cylinder on it, and I bled the brakes, so now I got good rear brakes. And I lubed the splines on the drive line and on the shaft. Here on the front, I repainted that bar. I took it off and ground off the Yamaha stickers. I may put those back on, well, some new ones on it. I'm not real sure yet, but I went ahead and painted that a Yamaha blue, put some new headlights on it. As you can see, I've got a winch on it. I'm just starting on that. I'm probably not going to video that, but I still have work to do. I just have that mounted for now. As you can see down there, I painted those blue on both sides, and they match this bar. You really can't see down in there, but that dust shield for the brakes, I painted that blue on both sides as well. And when I got this machine, it didn't have the dust shield or that protector, that boot protector on this side. So I sourced those and replaced those as well. Oh my goodness, I've done so much to this front end. I replaced the bearings on both sides. I replaced the axle on this side, and I just took the boots off and replaced them and re-greased this side. I put new yokes and new universal joints in the drive line. And I put new brake calipers on both sides, and I bled the brakes, of course. And up here I put a new master cylinder, so I have really good brakes now. You can see the new master cylinder for the rear down there. On the engine, I did a top end on it. I put new rings in it, and I put new valve seals in it, and that stopped the smoking. It was smoking horrendously, and now it doesn't smoke at all. So that helped tremendously on the performance and the way you view it, you know. And I'm not losing oil like what I was either. Now on this side, you can see I've got a fuel filter on there, and one of the main reasons I did that was, well, I started this bike up after I did the top end, and it was just running like poo. So I opened this up, and I looked in there really close, and the gas looked bad. It had leaves in it, so I cleaned all that out. Another thing I did, which I mentioned early on in my first video, was that this was plugged up, this orifice right here. I went ahead and took all these screws out, removed this completely. Oh, it was terrible in there. Everything was rusted and corroded, and I'm sure it wasn't breathing at all. So I cleaned that all up and put that all back together, got that operating correctly. And as you can see, I got a vent hose put on it. I went ahead and put this on it for my ride. Whenever I take my ride, I can see how fast I'm going. I'm not going for a top speed. I just want to see how fast it does on cruising. I have not had this bike out and run it through the gears, so I don't know if all 5 gears are working. I know reverse and first and second work. And on this carburetor, this had the Chinese carburetor on it. And I thought, well, you know what? It was running kind of like, bad. Oh, one thing I did first, one of the first things I did is I replaced that intake runner, the boot and the runner. And that helped tremendously because it was ripped really bad. So anyway, back to the carburetor. Whenever I started working on that carburetor, trying to run it after I rebuilt the top end, it was just running like poo. It'd do good if you sat in the shed over there and revved it up. It had no problems whatsoever. But as soon as you got out and started riding, it'd fall on its face. And I wasn't really sure what the problem was. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild the original Mikuni carb and put it back in. Well, what I found was the Mikuni carb was missing a couple of pieces. The one, which was the choke lever, I could source that, no problem. But the other was that little metal thing that sits onto the carburetor for the choke, or for the throttle right here. It was missing this. And I can't unscrew this from this one because it hits on this diaphragm cover, so it won't unscrew. And I looked for that and I couldn't find that, so I thought, well, I'm gonna go to plan B. So what I did is I took my Mikuni carb, which I had ultrasonically cleaned and it was all good shape, disassembled that, disassembled this carb, and I put them side by side and looked at them, and the bodies of these two carbs look almost identical. There's very little difference, but there is some. But I thought, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Mikuni components in this Chinese carb just to see how it does. So I put the jets from the Mikuni carb into this carb. I put the float into this, and I also put the diaphragm and slide into this. And I'm telling you what, it will rip. Now, the one benefit that this carb has over the stock OEM carb is this one here does have an accelerator pump, what gives it that little bit of extra shot of fuel upon acceleration. There's no stumble or anything that I've noticed. Of course, I haven't rode it very far, but the little bit that I've rode it, it just rides magnificent. Yeah, turn that fan off, it's getting a little noisy. One other thing I want to show you that I did, let me take this seat off of here. Well, there's more than one thing I've done underneath here. When I first got this, it didn't have the top to the airbox, didn't have this snorkel, didn't have the line underneath of it and all that. So I went ahead and put all new Yamaha parts in, Yamaha air filter, everything. This is all good now. Another thing, whenever I got this bike, the guy I bought it from put the wrong battery in it. And in order to get the battery in it, he had to hack up the battery box. He cut a big hole in it. So what I did is I had some plastic and I cut it and put a piece on the inside. And I put a piece on the outside and I bolted it together down here. And in between it, I sandwiched a bunch of silicone so that I wouldn't get water infiltration into the battery box. Then after I did that, I ordered up a new battery that fits this machine. I tried to source the battery hold down, couldn't find it. So Power Sports Nation had this for a different bike, and I had to do some modifications to it. I had to drill the holes bigger and squish these things together on both sides in order to fit the battery a little bit better. It wasn't made for this bike, but it sure works good now. That battery's in there good and tight. Have an old tool kit I put in here. So I got to make room in here for my winch components. I think I'm going to put it in there. That seat cleaned up really well as the plastics. And I have a video on that where I used a magic eraser on it and cleaned it up. And boy, it really, really looks good. You guys will see it outside whenever I take my ride. But I'm just going to do a quick walk around inside here so you can see it. Let me turn the lights on so you can see the lights. They're not the brightest things in the world, but they're appropriate. They work pretty well. And low and high beam both work. It looks good. And the bike is cold. I haven't even started it. I just pushed it over here actually because it's kind of early in the morning. I don't want to wake my wife up. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start it up for you guys. I'm going to pull the choke, hit the key. Yeah, I don't even think it's going to take much choke. Yeah, I have it jetted, you know, from the factory jetting, so I think that it's jetted appropriately. And I have the air fuel mixture screw set at 2 turns out. So you can see the tail light works. No smoke coming out, which is amazing. I checked the oil and the oil's good on it. As you can see, there's no smoke. Oh, I also changed the hand grips on this too. Put new hand grips on it. Also, since I put this new master cylinder on and it had a nice shiny black handle, I thought, well, that doesn't look good. It doesn't match the other side. The other side was all dull. So I took it off and painted it as well so it would match. It's looking really good. Time will tell how it's going to do out in the woods, but the little bit that I've played around with it, man, it seems really awesome. Well, that'll do it for the 1996 Yamaha Wolverine 350 4x4 restoration. I've got several videos on this now. I think I got somewhere around 15 maybe. And I did a lot of in-depth stuff on this bike, on this ATV. And it's been a lot of fun. Some of it's been pretty challenging. I had to spend way more than what I thought I would. I started out thinking I paid $750 for it originally. Had a lot of stuff wrong with it for that price, believe me. And I thought, you know, probably $1,000 in parts. I'm going to probably allow about 20% on that to where I'm going to be off, because we always are. We always overshoot the budget, just the way things are. And I kind of overshot the 20% a little bit. I think I'm close, excuse me, I think I'm close to about $2,200 on this. Now, realistically, this bike would probably bring about $1,800 the way it sits. Sorry if I'm sweating, it's a little hot in here. But, so I'm not going to recoup my money, but I'm going to be able to ride it and enjoy it, and that's a big part of it. I want to, you know, enjoy this a little bit out in the woods. So I'm going to probably have some videos in the future of riding this in the woods as well. I have a place I can ride, and I probably take it out there. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I sure appreciate you sticking with me through this series. And if you haven't seen the other videos, go back and watch them too and kind of get caught up on what I went through and all that. So I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment if you would. Thanks. I'll see you on the next one.